welcome to my channel. So today I have something special that I'm doing. I don't know how much you guys have seen from the Wet n Wild Beauty collection that they had a Zodiac collection. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get all of it at Walmart today, but I did get a little bit. Well, really when you think about it, only 2 pieces. But I figured we could do a Zodiac look. And so I also went online and seen what is recommended for my Zodiac. I am a Leo. The things that Wet n Wild Beauty had was a eyeshadow palette, right there, and they also had the Color Icon lip gloss. That's for Leos. That's the color there. Let's see if I can see the color. It just says Leo is the color. But we are going to do a couple looks based on my Zodiac. Now, when I was online, some of them that they said was bold lips or bold eyes, or red lips was a big thing, but I'm actually going to choose these 2 items here for my eyes and lips, and we are going to get right into it. So, be right back. So, along with Zodiac stuff, today is kind of a day of firsts. I like Hard Candy brand makeup. I know that it is a drugstore type brand, but I actually really like it and like the way it works. So I decided to see or compare their 16-hour wear oil-free Glamouflage full coverage foundation, and I got it in the color warm beige, but I wanted to try it in comparison to my usual number 7 from Walgreens. And then I also bought a brush collection that I wanted to try out. It came with 3 brushes, one for foundation, one for contour, and last but not least, one for eyeshadow. I'm not sure that I'm going to really care for that one for eyeshadow, but we'll see. So we're going to go straight into it. As always, I'm going to prime my face first. I really like the Too Faced Hangover primer that I got in the mail, but I'm actually going to go in with my usual Hard Candy Longwear 12-hour primer, and I'm going to pop that on my face before. Now I have moisturized and cleaned my face, but we're going to pop this primer on. And because I don't know the eyeshadow palette, I'm going to do like I always do and do my eyes first. Okay, so I'm going to grab my Hard Candy, no, actually, I'm going to use my Wet n Wild Photo Focus eyeshadow primer today on my eyes. And I'm going to put that on and let it sit for a moment, just so that it can soak in, because if it's too wet or tacky, the eyeshadow really doesn't like to go on. So we're just going to pop this on those lids, like so, and just work it in. So I don't know if you guys have seen my newest videos. If not, check them out. I have 2 that were reviews of the Jeffree Star Blood Sugar palette. After some complaining, I went ahead and did a secondary review using more colors. And then I also have one that is about Hurricane Michael and the effects it had down in Florida and Georgia. There's some great links down below for helping victims of the hurricane, as well as if you need help. So go check those out. Also, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe and like button down below, and hit that bell for notifications of when I put out new videos. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, we've got the primer on. We're going to pop this palette open. Okay. Sorry, it's not wanting to pop open. There we go. And, they're all shimmer shades. So actually, what I'm going to do is go into a different palette here. I think I'm going to go into my Milani Bold Obsessions. You can see it's scratched. It's definitely seen its good days and its bad days. But I really like some of the colors that are in it. And it's all, the mirror's all crusty and dirty. But I'm going to go into this top shade here, which is known as Can't Pink Straight. And we're going to pop that all over the top, well, all over the lids. Using a fluffy brush, I'm just using this one here. We're going to lay that down as a base to help prevent creasing along the lids as we place the rest of our eyeshadows. So we're just going to smudge that all over the lid. Like so. Now we're going to get this other lid here. I don't know if you guys can see my new mirror. Isn't it cute? I got it at the 99-cent store. It kind of reminds me of the one Tati uses, and I love hers. I wish I could find where she got hers. Okay, I'm not big at putting, I don't like putting shimmer shades in my crease. So I'm going to go back into the Milani palette, and I'm going to use just another fluffy eyeshadow brush. This one by e.l.f. It's the eye blending brush, and I'm going to go into this tan shade here on the end, which is Bear in Mind. And we're going to pop that in the crease and work it up into our, up towards our eyebrow area. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I've got a bird chirping right outside my hotel room. It's nice to hear it. It's been so cold recently where we've been, except for when we were down in Florida. But of course, it wasn't cold, but I mean, come on, the weather wasn't nice due to a hurricane moving in. So this was very windy and rainy, and so I don't think there were too many birds out. Okay, so now we're going to use this new Wet n Wild palette. Looking at the colors, I think the first one I'm going to go into, I'm just going to use an angled brush. I'm going to use my Benefit, sounds like they're fighting out there. I'm going to use my Benefit number 104. It's just an angled brush. And I think I want to go into this brownish shade here, right there. And I want to pop it as well, kind of into my crease area. One of the things that I noticed is there's quite a bit of kickback into the pan there. We will see how she performs. Ooh, now that has some pigment, guys. Very pigmented. So far, I don't see any fallout on my face, which is always nice, but you know, I want to be cautious and just do my eyeshadow first, because it's not the easiest to remove. I don't know, can you guys see that pigment? Wow. And that's from that brown shade that's in there. Like I said, it does have quite a bit of kickback into the pan though. Something, I wish that they just made a regular palette for it, because there's so many colors. It's going to be hard with the kickback not to accidentally mix colorations, but we'll see how it goes. So we're just going to blend that out and make sure that we've got them nice and even on both eyes. I'm holding my brush, I don't know how well you guys can see, I'm holding it way back because I just want the lightest of touch. across my eye. This one's looking a bit darker than this side. That's better. Okay, so now that we've got it placed on both eyes and blended nicely, I think the next shade I want to go into, I'm gonna get another fluffy brush here. I think the next shade I actually want to go into is this really pretty pinkish red fiery color right there. So I'm going to place it on a e.l.f. blending eye brush here. It doesn't seem to have as much kickback as the brown in the pan. And what I'm going to do is pop it here on the outer corner and work it into the crease as well. I'm not going to go onto the lid yet. And when you're putting it on there, work it up just a touch into that brown to blend it so there's no harsh lines with the two. A lot lighter than I thought it would be. I thought it'd be a little bit more red, but that's okay. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Okay, so now I'm going to use a BH Cosmetics brush number 103. Just a nice little hacker brush. And give me just a moment and I'll be right back. Okay, sorry guys. I had to go grab something. So next, it's kind of confusing about these colors because they're so similar up there on that red. Let me swatch those and see if there's a difference between the two. I mean, it looks like there's two. I don't know, guys. Let me swatch them on the back of my hand here. So this is the one that I just placed on my eye. This is the one that appears to be next to it. Okay, yeah, so this one's a little bit lighter. Not a lot lighter, but it is a little bit lighter. But I guess that's the one I'm actually going to be going into here. Let me show you where it's at in the pan. It's right here. I guess once the light hits it, you can really see it. It's there. We're going to go into it, and we're going to place it on the lid area. I can say that they blend nicely. They're very, very pigmented, which I like. Trying to see if there's any fallout, guys. Doesn't appear to really be any fallout, which I'm really liking. Okay, so now we're going to do this one as well. Across the lid area. There we go. No. I like it. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is get this stuff off my fingers real quick because the next color, I'm going to pop it there in the middle of my eyelid. So give me just a moment to clean these off my fingers and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. And actually, I got to step away again because I didn't grab my concealer. Hang on just one more moment. You know, I was thinking about this when I walked over there to grab this. It's funny, I asked you guys to hang on a moment, but really, in all reality, it took me, for you guys, at least, about a blink of an eye to walk over there. When in reality, it was like 30 seconds. Okay, so basically what I'm doing is I'm just taking my concealer and I'm popping it right in the center of my eyelid, like so. Oh, and the concealer that I'm using, I guess I forgot to say, didn't I, is my NYX Professionals HD Studio Photogenic Concealer in the color CW or 02. I think it was Fair. I can't remember. It's been a while since I bought it. But like I said, I'm just popping it. Oops, I opened my eye too much. We'll have to fix that in a moment, but that's okay. I'm just kind of popping it here in the center of my eyelid. Okay, so you guys can see there, it's on there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to go into this light red right here. And I'm going to just kind of put it on my finger and pop it right there on top of that concealer. Like so. Hang on just one moment, guys. Okay, so we've got one eye, and now we're going to pop it in the center of this one. Like so, we're just tapping it onto that concealer that we had previously pasted on our eye. Okay, so we're not quite finished with the look, but we're getting there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is try out this next new product that I bought, which is my Hard Candy foundation. Please don't tell me it's a doe foot. I hate doe foot. Ah, I can already tell you, I don't think I'm going to like this. It's got one of those stiff, icky, yes, I said icky, doe foot applicators, which I don't care for. I just don't think they're hygienic. I mean, I don't have oily skin or anything. I don't get breakouts. Yes, I could say I'm lucky because even as a teenager, I didn't get pimples. Not bragging, just stating a comment here. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and try this newfangled brush that I got. I'm just going to... No, not so sure about this brush. I feel like it's just yanking on my skin. And it feels like it's just taking the product off my face instead of spreading it around. I think I'd much... Yeah, I'm not liking what it's doing. It doesn't feel like it's spreading it around at all. I'm trying to do like patting motions here as well. Stippling. Yeah. No. Okay, sorry guys. I'm going to grab my beauty blender. Oh, that's so much better. I don't know. You guys can see it very well, but it's not bad. I'm not sure that I care for the foundation. But that could be because I originally tried applying it with that brush, but it's very patchy so far. but I think some of that has to do with the way I was first applying it. But something else I'm noticing, right in here I have some skin issue going on. It's not, no. This stuff is just sticking to everything. Dry skin I didn't even realize I had. Like, I don't know. I don't think you guys can really see it on there. Okay. Yeah, I don't think you guys can see what I'm seeing. It looked like I have a gallon of fuzz on my face. And I love Hard Candy's makeup. Their eye primer is one of my absolute favorites. I actually have it, but no. This is just not for me. This foundation. It's a no. It was $6, but I mean, it says it's oil free. But I mean, like, I have fine hairs right in here, and it's just like sticking to them something horrible. It's not patchy though. I mean, it's definitely full coverage. It just, okay, it's like a Picasso painting from far away. It looks good, but up close, it's like sticking in every wrinkle I have. It's not blending as nicely as I would like. Okay, I think I've blended it as best as I can, but that's what it looks like. Okay, so now we need to go ahead and pop some concealer down underneath our eyes here because I'm looking kind of ghostly there. I'm just using my eraser, Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealer. I'm going to pop it up under my eyes there. Now I'm wondering if this will work for my concealer. I'm kind of tapping just lightly, as well as sweeping it a little bit up under the eye, but not really too harsh there. I really just feel like it's taking product off my face, and this is a really, it's a soft, but it's just really dense brush, and I feel like it's removing my foundation that I placed. I'm just going to kind of finish blending out that concealer with my beauty blender. That's a lot better. Okay, so now that we have concealer placed and all that, we do need to go in with some powder. Now, that's something I think that brush would be good for, is placing powder on my face. So I'm actually going to give it a go, because it is densely packed. I think it'll, oh yeah, picks it up nicely. But let's see how it places it. It doesn't really let go of the powder. Having to really smack my face there. Okay, beauty blender to the rescue again. What did we do before there were beauty blenders, guys? What did we do? I know, triangle sponges that we now use for nail art. Okay, so we have this baking, And while that bakes, I think it'd be a good time to go ahead and do our brows. So what I'm going to do here is grab my angle brush, just a little. Actually, I have this one. It says it's a concealer brush, but I actually like to do my brows with it. And I'm going to use my usual brow product, which I need to find something better, but that's okay. I actually like the way this one works. It's my Broadway Colors Eyebrow Kit in Rich Chocolate Brown. I actually bought it at the dollar store, and I actually like it. It's just brow powder, and I really like the way it works. So we're going to do these brows real quick. And yeah. Ooh. I'm turning kind of orange, guys. I don't think you can see it, though. We'll see in a few minutes when I actually finish the look. I'll be able to show you a little bit better than how things are going. So basically for my brows, what I do is I go into the darker color and I just use small sweeping motions across the inner part of my brow. Then I go into the lighter brown. I think it gives it a more natural look, and I just lightly sweep that across the tail of my brow, like so. I actually need to go get my brows waxed somewhere because, well, even with them being waxed, I don't know how well it's gonna work because, like, there's no brow on this end of my brow anymore. Chemo is costing me my brows again. I used to have really thick, beautiful brows, but anymore they're just non-existent. I'm hoping I don't lose my lashes again this time. So what we're gonna do though is take a spoolie and just on this end go up with the hairs, and then here pull it out a little, and what it's gonna do is blend those colors together nicely. Yeah. Not sure about this foundation still, guys. I'm just not loving it. Okay, so we're gonna get this powder out from underneath those eyes because they are baked nicely. Like so. This powder is causing like a flashback. I mean, you can see it's so much lighter, but it actually looks really good in person. Just not sure about it on camera, but that's okay. Okay, so now that our brows and eyes are done, next thing we're going to do is go ahead and bronze up. Once again, I don't know, I've fallen in love with this bronzer from Too Faced. I'm going to use this new brush. I know I'm testing the limits today, but that's okay. It's a contour brush. We're just going to kind of sweep it into this contour here. Well, I mean, bronzer. Oh, wow. That, yeah, placed a lot of product. Definitely does good at picking it up, but and it blended nicely with this brush. Okay, so I don't like the foundation brush, but I do like this contour brush. And what I did was I just kind of placed it there in the hollow of my cheeks. Just kind of gives you a more slimming effect. So, and while I know that this is, oh, No, all my foundation is gone on this cheek, guys. It just like pulled it up. Yes, it did. Yeah, I'm still using a brush. You know, well, I guess it didn't quite pull all of it up, but I'm not liking what it did do. Question is that the brush really, or is it this foundation? I'm not sure, guys. Okay, so cheeks are chiseled. We're gonna go back in and just kind of place this on our nose like so. Just blend that out very gently. I don't want to lose any more of that foundation. And the last place that I'm going to place it is up on the forehead area, up in here. And once again, we're just going to go lightly, because like I said, I really don't want to pull off any more of my foundation. So I'm not, like I said, I'm not sure if it's the brush doing it or if it's this foundation, but I'm really not liking the foundation either. I don't know. Just seems patchy. I don't care for it. And I'm all about the cheaper makeup. It doesn't have to be high-end makeup. But yeah. Okay. So the next step is going to be blush. As is usual, I'm using my favorite, my Butter Blush by Physicians Formula. I go in with a buffing brush by Real Techniques. Place it on the apples of my cheeks and work it back, blending nicely there. The more I look, the more I'm really not liking this foundation, guys. It's like sticking to every little patch of skin, every little patch of hair. It's cracking like horribly right in here. I'm hoping I can show you guys when I'm done. Okay, next we're gonna brighten it up a little bit more by using my Laura Geller Blush and Brighten. We're gonna pop a little bit of that, so we're just gonna, I don't want to overdo it there. I'm gonna pop a little bit of it on the apples of my cheeks as well and work it back. And it really just kind of highlights. It doesn't have a ton of color, which I'm okay with. It just kind of highlights that blush, makes it shimmer a little bit. I don't always use it. Sometimes you just don't want a shimmery blush, but that's okay. Okay, so we have the blush laid down. We have our contour down. We need to highlight. So I'm going to grab my Morphe highlight here. And the brush that I used, well, no, actually, I have a better brush for this, if I can find it. There it is. It is my Moda foundation brush. I love to use it for my highlight. I'm going to pop some of that on the upper part of my cheekbone here. Up just above the brow. Pop it. Do the same to this one. And up above the brow. Then we're going to work it just so slightly on our Cupid's bow. And down the center of our nose. A little bit here, I think. On the chin. Okay. I'm just, yeah. I'm really frustrated with the foundation. I think this could have been a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful look if it hadn't been for the foundation, guys. I'm really not liking the foundation. So I'm going to go in with my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. This has definitely become my new favorite mascara. other eyelash. Unfortunately, and fortunately, I mean, not unfortunately, sorry, I've not started losing too many of my eyelashes from chemo. So, goodness, my hair looks really bad today. It looks great. I don't know what's up with my lighting situation, but it's not helping any of this, but that's okay. Okay, last but not least. Oh no, we have two things, sorry. We need to let that mascara dry up. But we're going to go ahead and use this lip product. It's just got a nice little doe foot applicator. Okay, I love the lips, but they're just glossy. There's nothing. There's no color to it. Oh. This foundation, sorry guys, I just can't get over how horrible it looks. I've never found one that did this horrible. Even the Bobbi Brown that I didn't like was not this horrible. Which, I'm still going to try the Bobbi Brown again soon. Okay, last but not least is some mascara. I mean, we already did mascara. Eyeliner. Just going in with my e.l.f. eyeliner pen. And I don't actually want any on my bottom lash line. And we're just gonna ever so slightly give it a little flick here. Like so. And we're gonna do the same to this eye. Give it a little flick at the end. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. Really love the Zodiac palette, the Zodiac lip gloss. It's nice. I wish that they had like a Zodiac color for me, but they didn't. They just had the gloss. So I'm actually really surprised. I really like the Zodiac collection for what I was able to get of it at Walmart. This is a great big no. Hopefully in a moment I can kind of zoom in on my face and you guys can see the damage that's already happened with the foundation. And like I said, I just placed it. It should not be this bad. So here we go. Let's see if you guys can see it. It's lifting along the lip area. I don't really think you guys can see it. I don't know. I don't know if you can see it, but I can, and I really don't like it. But everything else that I used, I loved. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Yeah, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Stay beautiful. Bye.
Every single day